What's up, guys? I'm just getting ready to shoot this video for you all. I'm dog sitting for my girl right now. Look at this. He's gonna do the cutest thing. Okay, what's up, guys? A long time no talk. Yeah, I have been off of YouTube for a long time, but I felt inspired to come back on here and share some things. I have a lot to talk about and I'm just excited, and I was waiting to be excited to share. I don't want to make videos just to make videos, and I know it means I won't always be consistent, but I'm gonna try to get 2 videos out every month, so that leaves a lot of room for me to be excited about what I'm sharing and what I want to talk about. So we're gonna see how that goes. But if you don't already know, I do daily talks on Instagram and on TikTok, so you can check me out there. But for today, get a little comfy because we're gonna be talking about how to move on from a person, especially when you don't get closure. I am a firm believer that the person that can give you closure is yourself, okay? We live in a world, in a society where communication might not be the best, and I don't know if it's because people don't have the tools or if that's just the cool thing to do these days, is to care less. And I know that ghosting happens a lot. I find that people think that that's an easier thing to do, is just to disappear and not deal with everything or anything. And if you are the one who has been ghosted, or if you are the one that's not getting the conversation that you need, or you're not able to talk to the person anymore for whatever reason, here are some of the ways that I have worked through some of my difficult scenarios in my life where I had to give that closure to myself. Okay, so no more beating around the bush. If you're ready to level up, if you're ready to let go, if you are ready to let go of this situation that's weighing you down, that's weighing heavy on your heart and your mind, and you're ready to just move forward but you don't know how, I'm gonna share my process with you and hopefully it works. So first we fix our hair, okay? Because you wanna like always feel cute, okay? Joking. You don't, well, yeah, you should always feel good. So yeah, that is step 1. Okay, what you guys need is a journal. You could do it on a piece of paper. Actually, it doesn't have to be an actual journal. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do this with you guys. Like, I have my candles, but I have to light them up more. Yeah. Okay, before we start, disclaimer: doing this doesn't mean you need to take all of this that you do to the person. This is explicitly just for you. If after doing this you feel inspired to share your feelings with the person, then by all means follow your gut feeling. You know what you need to do for yourself best. But this exercise specifically is just for you, okay? Just wanted to put that out there. This process is for you if you are in a place where you're ready to let go with love, if you are through the phase of being angry, resentful, whatever it is, you've been through it, and now you're just in a place when you're like, I'm so tired of this, I just want to let it go. Like, I'm really ready to move forward. I want to focus on other things in my life, but there are things unsaid. There's things that I didn't get to explain or say. I didn't hear their side of the story. I'm not getting the closure that I want. Here's how you can give that closure to yourself. Okay, so step one is what do you want to say? What is it that you keep repeating in your head? Because I know we're all in the shower having these dialogues with ourselves, like, oh, if they say this, I'm gonna say this. If they say that, I know what to say exactly. Or like, oh, I should have said this when I had the chance. Like, what do you want to say? What is still left? What is still lingering? That's what you would write down for step 1. And I do it in a letter format. So I say, dear yada yada yada. I've always felt like ... and then sign it off, okay? So what you could do right now is actually pause the video here, finish your letter, and if you don't do this in one day, that's okay. This is something that's really emotionally charged, so if it takes you a couple days, a couple weeks to even get through it, that is okay, right? It really just depends on how your body is feeling. So yeah, let's do that. Step 2, Okay, I'm weird. Step 2 is what did you learn? Okay, so this step is not even about the person. This entire process actually is not about the person. This is about you. But step 2 is what did you learn from this situation, right? What did you learn? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember on my situations. I learned that my boundaries need work, right? In the past, I have found myself in situations because I have had weak boundaries. But actually, when I enforced those boundaries is when I lost certain relationships, and this happened to be one of them. So I learned that my boundaries were working, but I learned that our relationship existed because I had weak boundaries. I also learned that I was projecting some of my fears and my insecurities into the relationship as well, right? Relationships are a two-way street, guys. It's not always the other person is in the wrong. If you can see what they're doing wrong, you have to be able to look at yourself and see what you are doing and how you are playing a factor into this dynamic. That's just the way life works, is a relationship works both ways. So you write down everything you learned, and you do it in a way that you are gentle with yourself and you are kind to yourself and you're holding grace for yourself. So go ahead, pause, and do what you gotta do. Step 3 is, what are you grateful for from this experience, right? So for me personally, in my past experiences, I have been grateful that the previous relationships have shown me where my wounds are, where I need to work on myself better, where I can hold more empathy for myself. So I'm grateful for that, because relationships are mirrors, right? They just show you how you see yourself. So it really helped me see me better, and I've been wanting to be seen my entire life, and it helped me see me better, so that was really great. It also helped me realize what I didn't want, so I'm grateful for that as well. I'm very grateful to be clear now on what it is that I do want. Again, I'm able to say this stuff because I'm moving past the situation. I'm in a place where I am ready to move forward. I'm ready to let go. If you are hearing this stuff and it's not sitting right with you and it's making you be like, I'm not grateful for anything, this was the worst thing ever, maybe you're not in the place to fully let go. Maybe you haven't validated your feelings enough or the experience enough. Maybe you just need more time to truly process what's happening. So just be mindful, right? This isn't for everybody. So I'm in a place where I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to let go. So I'm able to say this stuff, and I'm able to look at things with a different lens. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. You write your gratitude for the experience, because when you are letting go of something, the aim I have in my life is to let go with love. I don't want to be bitter. I don't want to hold anger. I don't want to hold resentment. It's okay if I have that for a certain amount of time, because I know now that eventually that's also going to disappear, but I hold space for those emotions as well. Like if that's how I was feeling, then I would just feel that and remind myself like this is just part of the process. But this specific process that I do is when I'm ready to let go with love. That's why I'm able to talk about stuff like what did I learn, and what I'm grateful for from this experience, even though it may have been the worst experience of my life at the time. Yeah, I hope that's making sense. And let me know in the comments if it's not, and I can go into depth with another video. My leg is asleep. And this last step is only if you have decided that this person no longer belongs in your life, that you would, in this time and moment, you would not invite them back. It's if you've realized you don't need this person. It's if you've understood why you needed to meet them. If you're in that place, write down the positives of the situation, because when you do that, you are acknowledging what you did like about the situation, and you're focusing on the positives, on the good, on the stuff that felt good, so you can attract more of that into your life. Yeah. So this could be, I really liked how fun it was, right? Or I really liked how we could share our creative ideas with one another. Something as simple as that. So this is where you would write down the positives of the situation, because not every situation is 100% bad. It might be like 99.9% bad. I know those exist out there. But there might be a 0.01% positive that you can hold on to, because that's gonna help you not hold on to. You can acknowledge, so you can now focus on that and attract those kind of experiences into your life. Yeah, and that is it, guys. That is how I go through this process. Again, I will say this again, this entire process is holding space for yourself, okay? Even if other people might not hold space for us, we have the ability to hold that space for ourselves as well. And I'm not saying you're gonna do this one time and it's gonna be like done forever. I do this process a couple of times for the same person sometimes, because more things come up, right? And this is why I think you never actually get closure from the other person, because you ask a couple of questions and then you end the conversation, and then you go home and you think about it and you're like, wait, now I have more questions and now I have more to say, and you want to like have that conversation again, and here you are rekindling that same connection for what? You know what I mean? Like, you really have to be mindful. So I just write it out to myself, and if I ever get the opportunity to share this with the other person and I feel inspired to, then I will. But otherwise, this is just for me. This is how I try to release the stuff weighing heavy on me, so I can focus on the stuff that feels really good in my life, because there's a lot of that as well. But that's it. These are my 4 steps. I hope it helps you guys. Let me know if you have any other questions. Let me know if there's anything else you would like for me to talk about, okay? What's that thing people say? Hit comment, like, and subscribe. Comment, like, and subscribe. There's like a bell notification you can do now, or you could have always done, I don't know. Do what you gotta do to stay in touch with me. Hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on TikTok, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.